Hey there everybody, this is Super Snow, which is singing in the background of some Resident Evil 6. I am playing it on PC. Now, I didn't want to talk about this for a good long while because I feel like everybody else has talked about it, but I wanted to put my 2 cents in there. Number one, I made a comment, or a few comments in the past about Pewdiepie, and they've mainly been made out of probably ignorance. I would say jealousy, but honestly, at this point, I've learned that I don't care if he's more popular than me at this point, because let's be real, nobody wants to be that popular. Alright, as much as you say you want to be that popular, you don't want that popularity, because that's the popularity of people who, if you don't do what they say, they will kill you. That's the kind of fan base that Pewdiepie has.
What the hell are you shooting at?
Okay? I'm literally not even joking when I say that. Look at the kids. If they don't do... Alright. I'm going to name another YouTuber who I didn't want to talk about in this video, but I feel like I need to talk about him too. I'm going to talk about Dashy Games, aka Dashy XP. Now, this motherfucker is starting to become the next Pewdiepie, alright? He's doing everything his subscribers tell him to do, and not what he wants to do. You want to know why? Because he wants money. And you know what? Hey, I do the same goddamn thing. You want to know why I'm glad I'm not that popular, though? Because I don't want to become like that. I don't want to become a shell of my former self. The person who loved to play games and now only does it for money. Okay? Granted, yeah, you could say they still enjoy the games, but honestly, they only do the popular games just for the money, you know? I mean, whatever game is popular, they're gonna have to play to get any kind of views. That's their whole job in making that money. Okay? You have to do that. If you don't get the views, you don't get the money, and that's what you need. You need the money. Okay? That's all Pewdiepie wants, and that's all anybody who's trying to be like him wants. And you know what? Fuck it, man. If it works, go for it. You know what I'm saying? That's a genius thing these days. All you have to do is pander to the audience who will get you the most views. You want to know who that audience is? That audience is the kids who are in middle school. That's the audience who's in a freshman in high school and all that shit. The people who have all the time in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like the seniors in high school, those motherfuckers don't have time to do that because they're worried about fucking graduating. They don't have time to worry about what Pewdiepie or Markiplier or whoever the fuck is uploading. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give a fuck. But the freshmen who don't give a shit about what happens in their fucking high school years, oh yeah, they'll watch him all day. The fucking middle school kids, they don't give a fuck. They'll watch him while they're in school if they could. They'll like every single video that comes out, no matter how good or bad it is. You know what I'm saying? They'll watch the same bullshit they've been seeing since the very first day a million times. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just... No, I don't want to become like that, guys. Alright? I don't want to become the dude who's uploading the same jokes every fucking video. Have you ever heard any legit jokes from me? The only thing I'll ever repeat is, hey guys, what you're seeing in the background is some Resident Evil 6. I'll say that for every video because, you know, people will usually ask questions. But there won't be some kind of universal joke that I'll keep saying. You know what I'm saying? I won't keep repeating the same things every single video just because it's popular or it made me popular. Like, I don't want to become like that. That is such a boring life. Now, there are YouTubers who are not like that. There are YouTubers who are much better than that. And the sad part is, they don't get any attention, because that's what humans are like. Humans are creatures who like to see the same things over and over. That's why movies like Transformers always sell out in the box offices, because they've seen it before, but they want to see it again, because they're too scared to see things new, to try something new, because that's how we humans are. And the same goes for anything. Video games, movies, music, it's all the same. Nobody wants creative and innovative things, or at least not the main, you know, consumer doesn't. Your average everyday YouTuber, gamer, moviegoer, music listener wants the same shit they've been hearing for the last 20, 30 years. Because it's a formula. And you know what? Pewdiepie found out that formula. He found out if you can keep saying the same kind of cool things, well, cool in the young kids, over and over and over in every single video and just pander to that audience as much as possible, you will make the most money, the most views, the most everything. And he's a fucking genius for figuring that shit out. Alright? He is a genius. Yes, I have said that. He is a genius to be able to make that kind of money. That motherfucker is set for life. He never has to work a day in his life. The rest of his life. He could upload anything he wants and it'd still get 1 million views. And that still equals money. Okay? He can get any game he wants early before anybody else. He could get Half-Life 3 before anybody else if he wanted to. He has enough money. He could do it. You think he wouldn't? Seriously, you think he wouldn't be able to get that kind of money? Bullshit. Excuse me, to be able to get that kind of game. A bullshit. I call total bullshit anybody who says otherwise. This is Pewdiepie. You know for damn sure when things like Half-Life 3 and Fallout 4, shit like that, he's gonna have that game like a week in advance, and he's gonna have like 10 gameplays ready to go by the time it launches or a day before or something like that. You know this, and I know it too. Okay? That is that bullshit. But hey, you know what? That's life. There are always going to be YouTubers who are like this. Okay? There's YouTubers who are even smaller than that guy who get the kind of early access bullshit that we don't like, but you know what? It's going to keep happening anyways. PewDiePie's just the top dog. There's other people who are just like him. They're smaller, yes, but they'll still get the same kind of recognition. I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, you know, I don't like his fan base. That's the one thing I hate about PewDiePie. I may not like him a lot, but I hate his fan base even more. That's the worst part of PewDiePie is the fan base. It's the same thing with Bronies. The show ain't bad, but it's the fan base that completely ruins it for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So that's with almost anything these days. You know, with TV shows, music, things like that. It's usually the fan base that kills it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly just, no matter how much shit I'll talk about PewDiePie, at the end of the day, it all just comes down to his fan base. That's really, if I ever talk shit about PewDiePie, it's mainly me trying to talk about his fan base, but I'm using him as a catalyst for it. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever see a comment from me talking shit about PewDiePie, it's me. I'm just trying to talk shit about the fan base, but I'm just angry at him because I feel like he has control over them, but in reality, he has no fucking control over those fans. All right, he can't control them. That's why he had to cut off his comments a long time ago, because he couldn't control those fuckers. You cannot control them. All right. The only way you can kind of control them is to turn off the comments, but even that won't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he honestly he dug his own grave on this one, but honestly, there's not much he can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's stuck in a rut now. He has to upload whatever they tell him to. You know, the next Five Nights at Freddy's comes out, he has to upload that. He has to. He has no choice. You know, the next Fallout comes out, he has to do a full playthrough, or else he's not going to get the views. Next Half-Life comes out, he better have that day one, if not earlier. And you know what? He dug his own grave with that one. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So, leave your thoughts in the comments, guys. This is Super Snow. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.